Okay. Oh shit, my light is on. Let me turn that off. There we go. Okay. This is for the Gilgo murder. I'm just filming this for context. I don't like to be on camera. I may show you myself or whatever. I don't like talking on camera either. But there is a lot of things that I want to say. I may say them, I may not. I don't know. There's probably things that I shouldn't say. But right now we are driving, and I want to just give, this is going to be a long video. I want to actually show you the context because I'm not really part of the true crime community, although it's changed a lot since I used to know about it. I mean, it used to be getting guys out of prison. Now it's getting people back into prison. But more of I follow a lot of LawTube, and so the true crime community has kind of been pushing over into LawTube, kind of, and I just wanted to help people out, give context, because there's a lot of things said on the true crime community, which I understand that's just all disgusting, and and they're going over theories, which I don't mind doing that. That's fine. Just a lot of things that they say, I feel like it's not really true, and we shouldn't be going over like I don't know. They say just the normal things that like you hear in movies all the time, but they're not really actually true in real life, I feel. Maybe I'll go in more depth about that, maybe later, maybe not. But I just wanted to show, I know this area, okay? I lived here my whole life. I'm 38 years old. I know this area, all right? I even know about the Gilgo, kind of. I was dating somebody at the time, and she wanted me to actually take her down there at the time, which is kind of funny, around the time that they found the bodies. She wasn't from here, so. And now it's kind of almost happened again. People want to see what it looks like. But this area, I mean, all Long Island, it's hard to hide a body. And literally, this area, nobody was surprised that they found bodies there. Nobody's surprised, okay? It's been said many times through the grapevine that there's dead bodies there. Even when I told my mom that I was going to come down here and film this, and she's like, I hate that area. I don't like that area. It's the only area on Long Island that is very, very creepy. Well, besides the Psycho house, but that's, there's cops patrolling that and everything like that. The Psycho facility, which everybody, and all kids go there. I'm going on a tangent. That's something that a lot of people do, but all right, so this area right now, this is Merrick Road, right? And this is the Meadowbrook. This is one way to get where we're going. Now, the reason why I'm taking this way is, one, this is the way I would take. Two, also, this is one of the murders, not a murder that's being charged, but one of the murders has been found right around here. And you can take this road to the Gilgo murders that have been found, right? All the bodies you could take it to, right? So what we're doing, this is the last exit. And it does make sense because this is when it starts to happen. But if you see all these lights and everything, these are on all day, all night. They always are on. And yeah, you could dump a body here, but as you can see, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I don't know if you could see, I put a water stamp on, but I don't know if it worked. I tried to put a water stamp of the time. Anyway, and as you can see, there's people here all times during the day. There's some people that go fishing over here. I understand, I don't fish. Sorry that you can't see that. I don't know, it's not coming through yet. It says Loop Parkway. All right, so Loop Parkway is basically right before Ocean Parkway. It's basically this road, but it's how you get to Jones Beach. Jones Beach Theater is different than Long Beach, even though they look like they're on the same thing. They're not on the same plane. So there's a lot of things that I could say about Long Island. Also, one thing that I do want to mention, before they arrested Rex, I thought it was all solved. I heard through the grapevine, and this is why I never actually paid attention to, because I liked it. I've been especially lately, I've been paying attention to a lot of, murders that are coming up and trying to help solve them and whatever. But I always thought that it was a cop. And I've always heard, living here, that that's a cop dumping ground, like a dirty cop dumping ground. It's, when you see the area, although I've heard that people have told me that they've already changed it. So, but I have been there during the time the bodies were dropped. I've been there my entire life. I've drove by it many times. This is not an area that you go with. Like, there's certain times that you would take this. There are some benefits to this road, okay? Besides that, going to the beach, right? You would be taking this to go to the beach. Now, you could take it to go to Long Beach, but that's a whole other thing, and it's not even worth getting into. But this is basically the last exit. But you'll see that there are other places, like there's people around here, even though this looks desolate. Like, let's just say if he had to have taken the bodies, they were already, you know, deceased by the time he was taking the bodies there, right? So this is probably where the other lady was dumped at some point, because right now we're going to be coming up to Long Beach. And these exits that you see on the side, well, you're not going to really see them, but they're there, because you can't really see anything right now. Even though this is the lighted area, by the way. And it's a lot easier to see in real life. I can see on the camera that it's a lot darker. It's not as dark as it looks. It's a lot bright. It's pretty bright here. Yeah, it's just the way that the camera takes it. Look, it looks like we're getting even darker right now, which it is a little bit, but not really. This is the light area. Now, I was told, I used to come down here all the time, but then I have no need to come down here anymore. So we're crossing a bridge right now. Now, all times of the day, you'll see people fishing, like right here. Like, there's cars parked right there all the time. There isn't right now, but it's also 1 o'clock at night at Saturday night, and you can see that there's constantly cars coming and going, right? We're gonna get to the big area. So now, if you follow me on the map, you'll see everything that I'm talking about. Now, this technically is the last exit. Now, you could take that to Point Lookout, right? I think it's called Point. Oh no, not Point Lookout. What the hell? It's a small town, but just because I say small town, the towns have just small roads and everybody's close together. So. But you could not walk there. That exit brings you there, and then you could technically walk to Long Beach, but you wouldn't do that. That would kill you. Like, you would. No pun intended. Oh, look, I'm getting flashed at. See, and also I'm driving so slow here right now. These people are flashing. Okay, we just went into darkness. So it's dark. It's still. I mean, it's still kind of dark over here. It's actually kind of funny because I do remember, I thought there was lights at this part still, but you'll see, we'll come up to the other bridge and then there'll be more lights. So we're actually not, this little area right here, but again, there's police over here, like not a police station, but like there are things, there's a police station near here. That wasn't a police station, but like there are places that you could run to or whatever, but I know that looks dark, but we're about to go into a lighted area again. So now this is, we're not where the bodies were yet. Here we go. I just wanted to show you. As you see that there's a car parked there. Now they may be dumping a body. I'm not sure, or they're just fishing. There you go. That's what I mean. Like there's people here all the time. Because these exits over here, they're not actually exits. These go to fields. See, they're called fields. And those are just parking for Jones Beach. But you technically do run there. There's people still there. And like all throughout the night. Some people park there. You know, see, look, fishing piers. You know, there's still shit going on. Look, there's still cars coming in and out. Because we're not where the bodies were dropped yet. You'll see. This is not the area. Now, what I was thinking about is that now what the area gets used here. So you come all the way down here. Now, Wantor and Freeport are both in Nassau. But coming down the Meadowbrook Parkway, the way that it's set up, right? And then you come in, you're gonna hit right now. You saw how long this took. We're just under 10 minutes, right? We're about to hit the Wantor Parkway. Wantor Parkway will bring you at the end of, almost at the end of Nassau, right? If you drive up to Wantor. So if he was going to Massapequa Park, it's just a town over. Or Massapequa, 2 towns over. You know, well, about a town or 2 over. Towns over here is different. You know, everybody, that's the other thing too. On Long Island, rich people and poor people live on top of each other. So every area, it's like we're all living on top of each other. You can say that's a good thing or a bad thing. However you want to, you know, do with that information what you want, but it's the way it is. Now look, here we go. I'm going to just actually show you the sign. So I'm slowing down. This is where everybody comes, all the parkways come together, and they're basically all the same, but I mean, now I'm going to show you. This is where, see, this has got lights all over it. And if you notice, that is the stadium. It is bright, right? We have not, now you'll see. Now supposedly they've added more lights. I don't think so. I mean, I was told that, but look at the field over there. It's all lit up. This is 1 o'clock in the morning, by the way. 1 o'clock. Okay. There are cars everywhere. You know, I understand New York. It's not New York busy, like, but we just got out of like the, you know, Freeport, which there's cars everywhere. Look, this guy right here, right? Now, just to show you, let's see where this guy goes, right? Because we're about to go around. I'm gonna go around this guy. I mean, I'm not around this guy. I'm gonna go around and just show you what this is like. Look, lights everywhere. I believe that's the police station, which is kind of ironic that it was near the bodies, kind of. All right, so that is, as you see, that's the spooky Ocean Parkway right there. This one is also spooky. This is the Wantor Parkway, but it also will get lights. There will be lights soon. You have miles and miles. I know it looks more spooky too right now. All right, so we're driving around. We're driving around. And I think there is another bridge, the next bridge. Now, so the next bridge is in Hauppauge, which is already, if I'm not mistaken, that's already past, it's already past Massapequa Park. So he probably would. Now, I used to race over here, right? Everybody does. Look. Now, look, there are cars down there. I guarantee you those are probably cops. Because there is probably a lot of, or there's just a lot of people doing what I'm doing. Because this is normally dead, this is dead quiet right now. And you could just see how you just drift off into nothing. Look, and there, you can't, okay, this is another thing that I've been trying to tell people if I was ever going to come down. You can't see a goddamn thing. Hold on. Nope. All right, we're going to get out in a little bit. All right, all that is brush, all of it. Right there, what we're looking at is all brush, right? Now, I saw real quick that he might have dropped it. I don't know exactly the point of where they dropped off the body, but I'm going to tell you right now. Look, that is the stadium. Here we go. Just look, we're about to go into hell. As you can see, it is creep fucking E. There is no U-turns for a long time. And there is nothing. That's what I'm trying to talk about. This is why it's very common. There's also off-puts things. I don't know where that's going. I think that's another field. Well, Gilgo Beach has a field. It's a private beach. It's also a nudist colony. But that, you see that there's people there. So these fields would not be a place that they would drop a body. But some brush like this, which just has all a gate right now. It's an easy gate to get over though. It's just made out of like wood. And then there's just tons of brush. But look, this gate stops right here. This, I just want you to understand, this is a freaky area, okay? Everybody has a bad feeling about this area, okay? You can't see shit. Just look, it's all brush. Very easy to hide a body. And there's water on the other side. And a lot of times people, look, it just feels creepy. I don't know how else to explain it. Everybody is afraid of this place because everybody says, I'm not even like saying creepy, like everybody know. Okay, everybody thought that this is a dumping body ground. So like nobody was surprised that they found bodies here. I don't know where that actual house is, where but there are houses here. Now, there is an island on here, but no, don't think that island. She couldn't swim to the island, even if she's the. I was gonna joke for a second, but she couldn't swim to the island. It's impossible to probably swim to the island, even if she did. Well, there's no cars. I mean, she could have. I mean, there would be a lot of people there. Well, never mind. We'll talk about that another time. All right. But it's impossible to swim to that island. The only way to get to that island is by ferry, and the ferry stops at like 7:30. And the joke is that you don't want to be there after 7:30, and that's actually true. You don't want to be there after 7:30, but for different reasons. But that island, and one day if you want me to explain, it's a Long Island lore. All right, so that was the first turnaround that we just saw. So a lot of people raced to that turnaround. That was a one turnaround. I'm gonna keep going till you get to the next turnaround. I was gonna come back and go up Wantagh, but the Wantagh Parkway will put me so far away from where I live. That's the other thing too. Like 8 miles here. I know the lady says like, oh, 8 miles. In what direction? Because going 8 miles is a lifetime on Long Island. Okay, you're in a completely different. Like going 8 miles on Merrick Road is like a lifetime. Maybe not right now, but it is during the day. It's like a lifetime. That's why some people do come down here and try to make the shortcut. Because coming down here in 10 minutes, spending 10 minutes going around the loop, going back up to Wantagh is faster than just going direct. So that's like 20 minutes out of your way, and it's faster just going straight. So, and that's another thing that I was thinking. Oh, if he worked in Freeport, he probably knows about that shortcut. He probably took it a billion times, and it is possible that he dropped that first body, but it's unlikely to me, because the thing is, I have seen nothing that proves otherwise, that is not a cop dumping ground, dirty cop dumping ground. I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people said, look, they don't want to find out who, because if they find out who, and then they got, oh, these 4 over here, but these other ones, no, don't worry about those other ones, you know. And they definitely had enough. They had enough to go do an investigation on Rex. I mean, it's obvious. I know we have to sit around and act like, oh, the pizza saved the day. You know, he ate a slice of pizza. That this dude was calling the people that he murdered, their family, and sending them pizza. But it's ridiculous. Okay. They didn't do it because I'm pretty sure they never want to find. They don't want other people to find out who did the others, or there's somebody that doesn't want to find that out. You know, look, it's not a secret around here that there's people thought that it was always dirty cops. Okay, a lot of people. That's what I thought. Everybody thinks that, and there's a reason why they went closed lip, and shut it down to where no FBI, no nothing, because the FBI, everybody can find out everything if they're a cop, basically. And you know, they closed it down to a small group. There's a reason why, because it. I mean, look, that was the next. You see, that was the next turnaround. So we got to go another turnaround, and now we're coming up to lights. And as you can see, I don't know if I passed where the bodies were dumped, but that is, look, all that was no fence, all areas where you could drop a body. I'll keep going, because this might be Gilgo Beach. Yeah, this is also considered Gilgo, right? No, this is, I'm sorry, Toby Beach. We're at Toby Beach right now. So you see all the parking lots for the beaches are heavily, there's people there, like they're like, if like they could run, like if somebody was being, that's why it's very likely that the body was all dropped. That's a police station. I think that's I keep on saying that, but one of them is a police station. Maybe more than one, because every town needs a police station. So I don't know. Now I'm saying nonsense. Well, it's true, but whatever. And look, I just want you to see, like, there are areas, like, if you had to run, you could still run. Like, so, like, and we're now hitting Suffolk County. Boom. This is how quick we get into Suffolk County. Here we are, Suffolk County. So, now, it's back being scary again. If I didn't go farther enough, I mean, you're getting the idea. I will do this. I want to do this again during the day to really show you. But this is it. Oh, there you go. There's the house. There's houses over there. Okay, you probably can't see it, but there's definitely. Oh, and that looks like it. So here's look. It's just a big mountain of brush. You can't see shit. Okay, I know you can't see shit. Oh, let me pull over. I'm right. All right, now I'm about to get. Look. Okay. This is why nobody's surprised. I can't even go in that. That's a big ass ditch. This is why nobody is surprised that bodies, were dropped over here, okay? This is across the street from some houses. This is a desolate area, and it's, look, I'm almost about to get my car stuck. Let's get the fuck out of here. And I got 4-wheel drive. Okay, and on the other side of that is ocean, by the way. Well, a bay or whatever you want to call it. Look, more houses over there. Now, the houses, though, are gated. Like, you can't just walk up to those houses. Like, it's a gated community. You gotta know somebody to get in. So that was the other thing that was kind of strange, but possible. That's another reason why the other girl, whatever, they say that's not has to do with anything, you know. Because you do have to know people to get in. I mean, it's possible they got her in because there's probably girls going in and out of there. I don't know. But it's also, there are nudist colonies out here, actually, also. So, look, fireworks. There's fireworks going over there. Just to show you, by the way. Fireworks are illegal in New York, by the way. And I don't know if you saw that, but somebody's shooting off fireworks over here. Should I go up and talk with them? You think they're friendly? I'm not doing that shit. Oh boy. Oh boy. And I'm not stupid. I got a knife with me and everything, so. Look at all these houses. These are multi-million-dollar houses. These are where richy, toy people live. That's the other thing, too, when I try to explain, like, yo, everything that the community says are things that you could say about me. Oh, it's disparaging to women. Well, have you dated a Long Island girl? I mean, you could say the same thing to me. I say never to date Long Island girls. Like, because, just from experience, but this is something that girls should hear. I mean, and also, these girls don't play it safe. Like, I think more now they do now. Like, you should be checking IDs. Like, if these girls, the one girl robbed them, right? And that's like standard procedure, even though it's so dumb. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Like, somebody has to knock some sense into, like, why are you robbing people? Like, what are you doing? Like, and she's thinking like she's getting away with it. Like, every girl there's so many girls that are prostitutes out here, and every single one has a boyfriend, and they know. Like, it's not like they all know that, and it's like what? It's not a setup that you like. Everybody knows it's just a setup. I'm sure he knew too that it was just a setup. So, all right, you turn in 1,000 feet. So. Now, this is a place to dump a body. It's very common. Look, these people are probably dumping a body. How you doing? You guys good? There is a girl there. What? There's a girl, and then we're trying to change the tire. Oh boy, that's gotta be freaky. That's why I did say something. And the girl looked at me like, what the fuck are you looking at? Okay, girl. All right. Look, see, that sign says Gilgo Beach. So we are at Gilgo Beach. Gilgo Beach is this way. So I did pass it. Okay, so we did pass it. Here. Did you guys see Rex? I'm looking for Rex. You guys see him? I'm such an asshole. Now, look, if that girl turns up dead, I will feel really bad. But what the fuck? There was 4 guys there and 1 girl, and they were all helping her with her tire. So, should I stop? I don't know. How fucking freaky is that? There's a girl there. She kind of gave me an attitude, all right? You guys looking for Rex? Just let it up. Oh my god, that was hilarious. I'm sorry. Look at all these houses. They're $1 million houses, by the way. Multi-million-dollar house. Oh, and people making fun of Rex for living in that house. Look, that's a $500,000 house. That's the way it is out here. Like, land is land, houses are houses. I mean, it's like, it's the way it is. Like, you get shitty houses, like, you gotta really make it to make a nice house. And he probably did love that house. The location's probably great. Probably knows where the dead bodies are, you know. I do have some, that's the other thing too, I like to be quiet because I do kind of have a little strange humor. I know some people do it in the community. Oh, by the way, all these fence, this is all new, by the way. This fence is new. As you can see, it's a lot stronger fence. So, I think the body actually was buried on this side. So, I've been showing you that side. I could be wrong because this is right before the houses. I gotta bring you here during the day because I don't know. I think it actually was on this side. That's why they put this heavy metal fence. But as you see, there is no lights over here. And we just passed all the houses, okay? That is like all the houses, like, that was a whole area. And it probably was between, there's like there's a big ditch between the houses. Look, you see that was just the opening to get out from the houses, right? So there's like a little ditch, big ditch area, and then you got this open area to the houses. And those houses there are people there, but there's probably a lot not populated, but I'm sure there are people living there. There's like a lot of nudist colony, like I said. Yeah, so this is just a half hour so far. And I just wanted to get you the idea of like what the hell we're looking at. This is not like New York. You could even find deer down here. Like, that's how crazy it is. You can't find deer anywhere on Long Island except if you go way out, obviously, or in the preserves or something like that. But sometimes, I mean, I used to come, it's kind of funny because I always taken my girlfriends out here for a ride or whatever, so now I feel like so bad. But they wanted to. Like, my first girlfriend we took out here because we'd see deer. We'd come out here and see deer. My other girlfriend, we take out here, 1, because she wanted to see where it was, and 2, there are nice bridges that we go over. And during the day, I mean, it's still creepy, this area, but it's connected to a bunch of areas. And also, I would have to get to Suffolk to get her to the airport sometimes if she came that way. Or whatever, just driving around. It's kind of better than traffic, that's all I'm saying. And the stadium wasn't always this bright, by the way. Back then, it wasn't as bright. So, see, that's the stadium. That's Jones Beach Theater, by the way. Which I don't like it because it's all open and it just, to me, it doesn't get good sound. Everybody else says I'm wrong. I don't know. That's some type of pavilion or whatever. I'm gonna come back during the day and show you everything that we're looking at. We'll do a redo during the day. Because I know you guys can't really see anything. But just look at the brush. Hold on. I can't even go there because it does go... That's the other thing too. These things go right into a ditch and your car will get stuck. look, like, because they don't want you driving over the thing. I mean, you technically could do it if it's a four-wheeler over here, but we just passed a bunch of brushes. You know, they want you to, that's the other thing, they want you to stick to the U-turn. You can see how dirty my window is, sorry. So, and this brings you all the way out to Suffolk. Obviously, we just passed Suffolk, which, you know, we're on the borderline of Suffolk and Nassau, but I think Massapequa Park is still considered, maybe that, it's really on the borderline. It's still considered Nassau at some parts, I think. Or maybe actually Massapequa and Massapequa Park are two different towns, so I think maybe Massapequa is Nassau and Massapequa Park is Suffolk, maybe. I know I should know that because I have been here my entire life and I worked there, but... Oh, look, people beeping their horns. That's nice. Oh, that was a cop. By the way, there you go. That was a cop, and he's pulling over somebody. Okay? That is a cop, and he's pulling over people probably because they were just racing. Just as I just told you. I used to come down here for racing, and those motherfuckers just got pulled over because they're racing. He's shining the light on them now. There you go. You want me to make a U-turn? I don't know. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. Let's see. Look, you can see the lights. I don't know if you can see the lights over there. Look, I don't know. He's not flashing lights, but he put the thing on him. There was two cars on either side, and they were racing, and the cop just got him. I never got caught. I've been 100. As you can see, like, this is a really straight road. I've been 130 in my old Mercedes that was falling apart. I've been 130 on this road, no problem. So, that's another thing too. Like, if you were to drop a body, it wouldn't be smart to bring it here a lot. Like, bring somebody here alive because they could escape. Like, but to dump a body, I could see that. And everybody's been saying that for years. I mean, it's been saying that for years. Like, everybody says, oh, the mob dumping bodies here forever. The cops dumping bodies here forever. It's a known thing. Everybody comes down here if you want to race. So, like, people know this area. Like, and during Jones Beach, people know and they see this area. Even when I was a kid, I used to, you know, hear about, oh, a nude beach. Oh, and that's Gilgo Beach is a nude beach, by the way. So Gilgo Beach is a nude beach, or it used to be at least. And maybe it's still partially, I'm not sure. See, look, we're back into Jones Beach now. Jones Beach is a big beach. So Gilgo Beach is a nude beach. And as a kid, you hear that, and you're like, there's a bike path, for God's sake, like, coming all the way here. I used to try to travel here in the middle of the night. How stupid. Try to come here in the middle of the night. Just because I wanted to go to the nude beach, like, just like while I was 12 years old. So, but I never actually got this far, so, you know. And I've also tried to bike here during the day and whatever. But I never actually found the nude beach because it probably was, you know, it just was old people probably. But I always knew that Gilgo Beach is a nude beach, and I just never, I grew up, you know, so. Yeah, so here we come to the turnaround again. But that had to be the area because we definitely passed Gilgo and we saw those houses over there. Now that's like a little thing over there. There is a, like, oh, I'll get back to Fire Island, which is just a joke. Fire Island is a real thing. And, but there is people up there all night long. I'll talk more about Fire Island. Just don't worry about Fire Island. There's just a lot of boyfriends named Rex over there. I heard. A lot of boyfriends named Rex as well. And they never heard rape. They don't know what rape is over there either. But for different reasons. And I'll just leave it at that. If you want to Google it, you can Google it. But I can tell you, I've been to I've been to Fire Island also. I've experienced all what Fire Island had to offer. I'm gonna get killed for that one. I seen, so Fire Island's not a joke. It's very creepy over there. Different type of creepy though. Different type. Not this type of creepy. I'm gonna get killed for that. Fire Island's a secret that everybody knows about. They made a movie about it. Alright. If you want to test your might, you could go to Fire Island and spend the night at Fire Island. Alright, anyway, you can't get to Fire Island by car. It's only by boat. And yes, it is an island. But there is no dead bodies over there, okay? Dead bodies over there ain't happening. Just, it ain't. There's a lot of people on Fire Island, and they're up all night long. That's all I gotta say. They're out all night. They're out all night. Ain't no dead bodies over there. Alright. So we're making our way back. I should have took Wontor back, but I didn't want to. I'll do that another day. I'll show you the beautiful bridges and everything. I could hit this spot a couple of times and talk more. There's a lot of things I was gonna say. There are things about me, that you could find out. Possibility, it's not a secret. There's a lot of things I can say. But I just want to say, I've always been a quiet person. I don't like to be on camera. I'm not open. I've been friends with a lot of girls. I've been friends with a lot of ladies of the night, you want to call it. I've been friends with them, because on Long Island, they're all ladies of the night. That's so mean. I know that's discouraging, whatever, but I'm saying that for a reason. I don't date Long Island girls. And most Long Island men don't. It's a common thing. I'm just saying that. But, rich men, either they, they find rich prostitutes or they get outside of Long Island. Nobody's gonna marry Long Island girls. I mean, they obviously get married and stuff like that, but Nobody wants it. Nobody, I'm just trying to be honest. For a lot of reasons. And if I have to go into explaining why, people would say I was disparaging, but I'm just trying to explain, just trying to tell you, the truth. So this is Lido Beach and Long Beach. Point Lookout, I was right. So this is the Point Lookout exit. It's a small town. Okay, this is Party City. Once you get Long Beach is real Party City, okay? This beach over there, right? You take this will connect you to the other beach. There is nowhere to drop a body. There is a campsite over there, which that means RV camp, was what I'm talking about. There's nowhere to drop a body over here. Even though this brush, you see how bright it is. You gotta understand, there's cameras here too. You see the difference now that we're back in civilization, and I mean, you could technically dump a body, but you'd be caught so quick too. But even over there at Ocean, it's more explainable that you could hide it there because first of all, it's all sand dunes, right? It's like sand dunes over there on either side, right? So it's easy to dig really fast. So that's another reason. There are so many reasons why you would dump a body there. Because it's sand, because it's near the ocean, or you can get washed out into the ocean really easy. There's no lights, no cameras. Everybody, it's very easy. People will leave you alone. Those people will change their tire and they were looking at me funny. And so everywhere else, I mean, there are obviously other places like you could toss a body there, but it's gonna be found real quickly. I mean, this stuff is all scoured every day. There's cars on, even over here where I am during the day. This is packed, not as packed obviously on north of Meadowbrook, but these things are packed. A lot of people take this secret area. This is like, I call it a secret highway, because they'll get you, if you need to get to Suffolk really fast, that's Ocean Parkway is it. But you do have this car on the side of the road, nobody's in it. So that's a 40-minute video. I'm gonna end it right here. I hope it saves. Please God, it saved. I did on a 6 the resolution is 60 frames per second, but still. So I'm gonna try to upload it. I have an idea of uploading it to YouTube and then sharing it. So I just want to thank everybody. I didn't name anybody, but I guess I'll show myself. I'm ugly, super ugly. There I am. I'm very ugly. All right, I hate to be on camera, but all right, guys, I'll see you later.